Hey everybody, Miss Teacher here. We're taking a look at question number 2. 4 friends make some punch for a party. The amount of punch that each made is shown in the table below. Which friend made the least amount of punch? And the problem that we have here is they're all in different units. So we would have to look at our conversion chart or our G-man and decide what do we want to convert all these to, because they have to be the same thing. So there's not a right or wrong answer for what to convert to, but I'm going to suggest we convert to the smallest unit, which would be cups. So this one's all set, but we have to convert these 3 to cups. So let's take this first one. Now you have to find either in your agenda book or, I have it here, but you have to know where your copy of this stuff is. We need to find a pint to cup conversion, and we have that right here, pints to cups. So for every 1 pint, so we'll put the 1 here, that's 2 cups. Now you can put the cups on top and the pint on the bottom and have a 2-to-1 ratio. That's fine. You can do it either way. Just make sure you label your units. So we want to convert everything to cups, and we know that we have 6 25/100 pints. And we're trying to figure out how many cups that is. So if we use our cross products, 1 times C is C, and we just have to multiply these 2 numbers together. Let's do it on the calculator. So we have 2, and we have to multiply that by 6 25/100. And we get this. All right, so that's how many cups we have. Let's put that next to it. All right, now let's do the same thing with Keith. Let's erase all this. And let's look at the units that we're dealing with. So we're dealing with quarts. So we have to find a quarts to cups conversion. And we're going to write that conversion as a ratio. Now, do we have a quart to cup conversion here? Not in here, but we can look at G-man and figure it out. So for every 1 quart, how many C's do we have in there? So for 1 quart, if you count up the number of C's that are in 1 quart, it's 4. Or I'm sorry, how many cups are in 1 quart? It's 4. All right, so now let's look at what we have. This is in quarts, 2 1/4 quarts. So let's put it either, we can put it as a decimal. That would be equal to 2 25/100, or you can leave it as a fraction, but I'd recommend turning it into an improper fraction if you're going to do that. And we're solving for cups. All right, so same thing. We're going to use our cross products. 1 times C is C. So the other cross product would be this times this. Let's use the calculator to see how many cups that's equal to. We'll clear what we had in there. So we're multiplying 4 times this. 4 times 2.25 equals. All right, so that we get 9 cups is the equivalent. All right, now remember they want the least amount. So far it looks like Keith is a contender. We can go ahead and cross him out because his amount's definitely more than Keith. All right, so the next one you have to do is Ruth. So in this case we're talking about gallons, and we want to convert that to cups. Gallons, cups. All right, so do we have any gallon to cup? Nothing here. So now we have to look at G-man. Now for every 1 G, right here's a G right here, 1 G, you have to count up how many cups. And if you count up all the little C's inside the G, you get 16. All right, so we need to put this number on the top, because the top, the way we have it set up, is talking about gallons. So we'll put this number right here in our proportion. And we're solving for cups. All right, so same thing. We're going to use our cross products. We're going to do that times that. 1 times C will equal C. So the only thing left you have to do is find what 16 times 75/100 is, compare it to the other numbers, and see if it happens to be less than 9, because this obviously is not less than 9. So see if whatever you get here is, and good luck finishing that up.